Any iPhone camera will default to autofocus, which is going to try to find the subject of the photo and quickly focus on that subject. So as the Dwight bobblehead comes into the frame here, the iPhone will adjust its focus from the desk and background onto Dwight. Since Dwight is pretty close to the camera, items in the background are blurry. But we can adjust the area of focus in the viewfinder with a tap. So I'm going to tap on the speaker in the background. The camera refocuses on that area. Notice that Dwight's face is now a little blurry. If I tap on his face, the camera refocuses there again. This can be really helpful if you might not want to focus on the most obvious object in the viewfinder. We can adjust the exposure of the image by tapping to establish the focus point, and then dragging either up or down to adjust the exposure of the shot. Drag up to increase exposure, making the image brighter, and drag down to decrease, making the image darker. To reset, just tap again to refocus. Now let's bring in another object, in this case a slinky. Notice that when Dwight slides into the frame, the iPhone focuses on him. The camera app is recognizing the face here and focusing on it right away. Usually that's good, but what if I want to keep the focus on the other object, the slinky? Tap and hold on the slinky for a few seconds and the autofocus and exposure lock activates. Now, no matter where Dwight goes or how many times he comes in and out of the frame, the slinky will stay in focus. Just tap elsewhere to reset the exposure and focus lock. This will all work when you're shooting video as well. When taking video, the iPhone is constantly using its autofocus. So as I move Dwight around, the focus is going to adjust to avoid him becoming blurry when he's close to the lens. But we can tap and hold on the slinky again and activate the exposure and focus lock. Dwight is then only in focus when he's the same distance away from the lens as the slinky. When he comes closer, he's out of focus, while the slinky still remains in focus. So when it comes to focus and exposure, remember to single tap to set a quick focus point. Tap and drag up and down to focus and then adjust exposure. And to lock in your focus and exposure, tap and hold on the desired focus point for a couple seconds.